Unacceptable. US condemns threats against IAEA chief, urges Iran to ensure personnel safety. The United States has condemned calls in Iran for the arrest and execution of Rafael Grossi, the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency IAEA, following the recent conflict involving Israel and the U.S. strikes on Tehran's nuclear sites. Calls in Iran for the arrest and execution of IAEA Director General Grossi are unacceptable and should be condemned, said U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. In an official statement on X. We support the LAEA's critical verification and monitoring efforts in Iran and commend the Director General and the LAEA for their dedication and professionalism. We call on Iran to provide for the safety and security of IAEA personnel, he added. Calls in Iran for the arrest and execution of IAEA Director General Grossi are unacceptable and should be condemned. We support the LAEA's critical verification and monitoring efforts in Iran and commend the Director General and the LAEA for their dedication and professionalism. Secretary Marco Rubio. SEC Rubio, June 28, 2025. Rubio's warning came after Iranian Parliament Vice Speaker Hamid Reza Haji Babi banned Grossi and removed surveillance from its nuclear facilities, accusing Israel of acquiring sensitive facility data. According to a report from Mer News. On Thursday, Iranian lawmakers voted in favor of a bill suspending cooperation with the UN nuclear watchdog after a fragile ceasefire was introduced following a 12-day conflict with Israel that saw most of Iran's military leadership and senior nuclear scientists killed. From now on, our relationship and cooperation with the International Atomic Energy Agency will take a new form, said Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi after the bill was approved by Iran's Guardian Council. Notably, Iran has vehemently criticized Grossi for not speaking out against the Israeli and U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites and accused it of directly facilitating the attacks through a May 31 report that warned of Iran's nuclear ambitions. Iran has also criticized the watchdog for passing a resolution on June 12, accusing it of non-compliance with its nuclear obligations. Iran also rejected Grossi's request to visit facilities bombed by Israel and the US, saying it suggests malign intent. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said Grossi's insistence is meaningless and that Iran reserves the right to take any step in defense of its interests and sovereignty. Meanwhile, Grossi said Iran is likely to be able to begin to produce enriched uranium in a matter of months, despite damage to several nuclear facilities from US and Israeli attacks. Swipe left for next video. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says the extent of the damage to the nuclear sites is serious, but the details are unknown. US President Donald Trump insisted Iran's nuclear program had been set back decades. With agency inputs. Latest blogs.